Hi guys, welcome to session 2 of Object Oriented ABAP series. Today I'm going to discuss uh, access modifier in SAP ABAP. So basically there are three access modifiers. First one is public, second is private and protected, and it can be you can define attributes and method of the class as public, as private, as protected as per your use or requirement. So I'm going to explain the difference between public, private, and protected access modifier, and these are also called visibility. So attributes can have public visibility, private visibility, and protected visibility. So public attributes and methods can be accessed from anywhere, from outside of the class, from subclass, from within a class. So from anywhere, from any place, you can use public attributes. You can change the public attribute. You can call the public method. But same thing you can't do in private attributes or method. So private means as words define itself, like it's a private attribute, so you can only call or use the private attribute within class only. But there are some exceptions which I'm going to cover in another session. So let's move and discuss protected visibility. So protected attributes and method can be accessed from subclass only. So if you have defined some attributes and methods which are protected, so only subclass can access attributes and call the protected methods. Okay, you can't. Obviously superclass also can access these attributes and method, but it can't be accessed outside of the class, uh, like anyone access public attribute and method. So public is not restricted at all. Protected is more restricted than public, and private is most restricted visibility in SAP. So let's quickly jump to code, and the things will be more clearer when I'll explain uh, in code. Okay, so I have defined this class one, okay, which has three sections: public, protected, and private. Okay, so one more thing I want to highlight, that if you change the sequence of private section, if you move this section here, it will give syntax error. Okay, so it is also saying that correct order should be public, protected, and private. Okay, so you should adhere to order. Okay, and let's revert it and move section where it was, and let's try to activate the code. It will be activated within no time. Okay, and as you can see, each section has some attributes and some methods. Okay, so I just wanted to demonstrate from which places you can access public attribute or call public methods. So first let's see how you can access public attribute and method. So definitely you can use within same class. So as you can see, M1 and M2 methods are the private method, sorry, public method. And so I am calling this M1 method, which is public, inside M3 method of same class. So definitely there is no confusion. I can call. If I'll do code check, there is no error. Okay, and this is the another notation of calling M1 method. So me is the self-reference variable which points to the same class. Okay, so you can call either ways. You can call method either ways. Okay, so this is just a short way, and you can choose as per your convenience. uh, okay, let's comment, and now let's try to access public method in from in other class. Okay, so I have defined class 2 as well. Okay, where it is, this is the class 2 I have defined, and this is the public method of class 2. So let's try to access this method uh, in another class. Okay, so first, if we want to access public method, then first we need to create a reference variable of the class. Okay, so I'm copying this line and putting here. So this is giving me reference variable. Using new keyword, you get the reference variable of this class. Okay, and using this reference variable, you can call m1 method. And let's do the code check. It won't throw any error. And let's activate. So it is clear that public method can be accessed within class and also in another class as well. Okay, and same way you can use attribute as well. So what is the public attribute? The public attribute is this one. So you can assign the value here. Okay, so let's do the code check and see what happens. So it is not giving me any error. Okay, it means we can do that. So we can access public methods and public attribute in another class also. Okay, so let's comment out for now here. And now I will check if I can call public method and attribute from outside of the class. Like now I'm in start of selection event. So let's uncomment this code and try to access. So for so anyway we must need to declare reference variable, okay, using this way. And now I'm calling this m2 method, and I'm trying to print the value of public attribute. Okay, so now let's run the code and see what happens. So m2 is returning the output as expected. And let's not call this method now. Activate. And if you see here, the output of method m1 is being printed here, and this is the value of public attribute. Okay, so it is clear that public methods and attribute can be accessed from anywhere. Now let's go to private attributes and method. So if you see in class 1, I have declared two methods m3 and m4 as a private. Okay, so it means so anyway means like I have used m3 and m4 method inside method of inside m2 method of same class. So definitely we can use private method or private attributes within a class. This is so same way we can we can assign value to this attribute also. So yeah, so we have assigned value to lv underscore attribute 2 as well. Uh, but let's see if we can do same either in different class or in after the start of selection. So that I'm going to demonstrate. So let's this is the another class 2. What I'm going to do, I will uncomment this code again, and I'll try to access m3 method, and I'll try to access this private attribute. Okay, and let's see what happens. If I'll do the code check, it is giving me error that you can't access private method m3. Or if I'll comment this line, it will give me same error for attribute 2 as well. Yeah, okay, so we can't use private attribute in another class. It's clear, right? And now try to do the same thing after start of selection. It is giving me same error. And now let's try to call m3 method. That also we can't do. Okay, so I'm getting same error. Okay, so it's not allowed. Okay, so now let's move ahead with protected section. Let's activate this one and see how you can call or use protected attribute and method. Okay, so as you can see, this is the protected section. Attribute 3 and method m6 are the protected member of the class. So if you want, you can use within a class, no issues. You can call m6 method inside m1. Okay, so let me write it. So in inside, you can definitely call m6. Okay, there won't be any error. Okay, so yeah, so within class you can access anything, like it doesn't matter whether this attribute or method is a private or not, you can use within a class. Okay, now let's try to access m6 method, which is protected member. So here I uncommented this line. So it is trying to call m6 method, which is protected method of the class 1. Okay, let's do the code check and see what happens. This the error is saying access to protected method is not allowed. Okay, so now we can't, this is not permitted. So let's comment out this line and examine same thing inside other class. Okay, so let's uncomment this line and I'll try to call m6 method and I will do the code check. Okay, so same error I'm getting, that protected method can't be accessed. Okay, so now let's uncomment this line. So what is the definition of protected methods or attribute? We can only use protected attributes in subclass and only call protected method inside subclass. Okay, so how, first we need to establish the relationship between the classes, between two classes, and then once subclass is defined, once we make one class as a subclass of another, then we can use protected method or protected attribute. So let's do that. So first thing is the class should be subclass. So if I'll write this keyword, this class will be subclass of this one, right? So now I establish the relationship between class 2 and class 1, and so in relationship, class 1 is a parent and class 2 is a child, means this is also a superclass and this is also a subclass. Okay, so subclass, child class, parent class, superclass. Okay, so now if you try to access m6, the result is different. Now it won't give any error because protected methods or attribute are supposed to use in subclass now, and now we have established the relationship between these two classes. So now I can use m6 method. Okay, and same way I can use this I can assign the value, I can assign uh, attribute 3 with different value. Okay, so now let's activate. So now it is, this calling m6 method is allowed, accessing lv attribute 3 is allowed. Now if you want to see the output, what you need to do, you need to call the method m5 of class 2. Okay, why we need to call m5, because one minute, sorry, let's activate C. So if I want to see the output, so anyway we can call only public method from here, right? Because this is the start of selection event, so and it means this is outside of the class. So from the outside of the class only public methods can be called, so I need to use if I want to see the output, then I need to call public method only. But public method is calling M6, and yeah, and it will also print the value of LV underscore attribute 3. Okay. Now if you see the output, it is saying I am the method M6 of the class, and why the value is not printed? What's wrong? Let's see that. Write LV. Okay, so we need to write this way. Sorry. Okay, then only it will print, because yeah, reference variable we need to use. Now if you, let's see, I have first the protected method is generating output. Okay, protected method is generating output. Okay, which is I'm the method M6, and the test we have assigned this value to protected attribute, and this I am subclass method, it is being printed here. Okay, and one more thing, now as the relationship is established, so I don't think this reference variable is needed. You can directly call M6 method uh, without reference variable. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, see, there is no syntax error. Okay, because the relationship is established. Okay, so there is no need for the reference variable here. So using this way also we can generate the same output. Okay, and yeah, so uses of reference variable is optional now if relationship is established. Okay, if there is no relationship between the class, then you need to use a reference variable for calling the methods of another class. Okay, so that in that case it's a mandatory. So thank you for time, and that's all for today. I'm going to explain another concept in next session. Okay, I'll thank you for now, and have a good day.